Ooh, do you get to choose clothes?
Feels more like I'm being readied for a wedding.
Were that so, I would have prepared the gentleman a frock, a tailcoat, or possibly a dinner jacket. In point of fact, the gentleman will choose from these garments.
Where are my clothes?
Where they should have gone long ago, with the laundress. They will be returned to you after the audience, clean and starched. The gentleman will tell me once he has chosen an outfit.
Everyone always made a point to say that he stunk all the time, didn't they? Wait.
Oh.
Is the clothing not present? Wait. Okay.
You know how I have an auto loot filter?
You auto looted all the clothing? For goodness sake. Okay, no, let's look at them all.
Oh.
I like... Okay, go to number 1. Oh, that's ugly.
Yeah,
number
super
2.
I like this one.
I like number 2 because the vertical lines accentuate
Yeah.
how his shoulders
This
are
one
broad
just
and
looks
his
like
waist.
leopard print. I know it's not, but it just looks odd.
Oh, no, you go back. Equip the right one.
I did.
No, you equipped the wrong one. That one.
I had it on preview shell.
Oh, okay.
Oh, it looks like there's only one type of shoe. Well, that's fine. And pants.
Okay, what are the pants?
Also sword.
Oh, wait. There's only one type of pants? You had
Yeah, there's
3...
only one type of pants. It's really only shirts that matter. The rest is just given to you normally. But I yoinked them all. Because I am a wizard. Sup?
And they say clothes do not make the man. Does the outfit satisfy the gentleman?
You need to tuck in your shirt.
Rather try on something else.
Go.
Now here's the question. Will it let me get away with bad things? Bam.
What?
I believe the gentleman.
Oh,
You're
no.
forgetting something. Yeah.
I was really hoping I could put on pants. But not the
if
towel.
he tucked the shirt in, it would look nice, but
Yeah.
at the moment he...
Oh, well.
Oh, wow.
And they say clothes do not make the man. Does the outfit satisfy?
A studded doublet and a sword on my back. That's what would satisfy me. But tough, when in Nilfgaard.
Yes.
It's a saying. So what now? Powder my nose?
No need. The gentleman's complexion is light enough. The gentleman is to stand before the ruler of the North and South. I must confirm that he knows how to bow.
Confirm away.
Confirm away.
Please watch. Leg extended, hand flat, head down, chin to chest. The gentleman will rehearse.
Do you remember what it was?
Nope.
I thought it was it left leg forward, right hand on chest, or was it the right hand? Oh, no. His right hand was definitely on his chest. Because the
Okay.
left hand extended outwards. There you go.
Lacking fluidity and grace. But we've learned to expect less of Nordlings. Come with me.
Oh, I'm just yoinking,
The gentleman will address
oh
the
boy.
Emperor only when asked to, and using the appropriate title.
Your arch-magnificency?
I see the gentleman is in the mood for jests. I fear the Emperor might not share his disposition. Your Majesty will suffice. Spoken loudly, clearly, and with respect.
So,
Oh, you're getting books?
auto loot is rolling strong.
I'd like to read some of those books.
You're more than welcome to. I just took a peek at one of them. They're very long.
Ooh.
So it'll definitely have to be something when I am probably doing something else. It's the library.
Im grimi eb art ketzer. Duifen aden in karn eb marvoet. Emir var emreis.
Bow.
Yep. Go.
Your Imperial Majesty.
Arer ep the orde.
Welchen Namen? Wat gern verwort? I thought you bowed before no man.
Didn't want to disappoint the Chamberlain. We're friends. Take if you didn't summon me to reminisce about the good old days. So...
Silence. My daughter Cyrilla, she's returned. And she's in danger. The wild hunt pursues her. You will find her and bring her to me.
Wait. Cyrilla is this guy's daughter? What is this?
I might be.
Because, no, I thought they died at sea, unless it turned out her father took over Nilfgaard after having died at sea. But this is an emirate. No.
Wait. Okay.
In the television show that we saw, she was the daughter of this princess from Sintra and some guy that had been... he was like a
He was
castle
using
guard.
the alias Dooney at the time.
Yeah, Dooney. See, was he the one that was... He was the one that was the Beast Man.
Yeah.
That had been cursed and then turned back into a human.
Yeah,
So when they died at sea, he really just became the Emperor of Nilfgaard and... What?
Yeah, I guess so.
Ah. Interesting.
I'm gonna look this up.
What?
I'm curious.
Well, all that I know is that... I mean, I haven't read the books, but we did see the television show. Well, not television show, Netflix show. And... yeah, we saw the whole bit where Dooney was a beast man, had come into the court, and was changed back into a human after he was allowed to wed.
Okay, so I've got
They were said to have died at sea.
I've got
both
the
parents.
history here.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I'd say spoilers for the show, but I have no idea if they're going to get into it. Anyway, a sorcerer named Brothens, under the service of the usurper, turned Emir into a humanoid hedgehog form, partially as a joke, as the word Emir in Nilfgaardian dialect meant urchin. In an old name for a hedgehog. This is to serve as a way to break Fergus and force him to grant legitimacy to the coup. But the plan failed and the usurper killed Emir's father. Having no more use for Emir, he was released into the woods with dogs set on him. Despite this, Emir survived and learned that the sorcerer hadn't done a thorough job on the curse. Every night, Emir regained his human form.
Right, because they talked about the stroke of 12, he returned to being human.
In his escape, he counted on a few loyal acquaintances, blah blah blah. Then he went... Okay, he ran into a wounded and helpless King Ragnar.
Oh,
saved
right.
him, Law of Surprise.
Right. That's when he invoked the Law of Surprise.
15 years later, presented himself before Calantha during Parvetta's 15th birthday, and the princess would be suitors in Sintra.
Right, and she was the Law of Surprise child because when Ragnar returned to the kingdom, Calanthe was pregnant.
Mm-hmm.
Because the law of surprise is that you will give to the person who, you know, called the law of surprise that which you do not yet know you own.
Yep. Okay. So they named her Cirilla. Let's see. Around the time after Ciri's birth, the sorcerer Vilgefortz appeared before Duny at Sintra as an ally, wanting to acquire wealth and power only Nilfgaardian Imperator could provide. Let's see. And there was apparently a prophecy. Duny decided to return to Nilfgaard and reclaim his heritage with Ciri in tow.
Which is interesting because in the show they had it that supposedly Duny and was it Pavetta or Panetta? What was her name?
Yeah,
that they had died at sea.
So apparently that was a ploy to trick everybody in Sintra thinking
that they died.
They had died. Mm-hmm. What happened instead is that Pavetta found out about this and smuggled Ciri out of the ship beforehand, and then leading to a scuffle between Pavetta and Duny, and then Pavetta was pushed into the sea and drowned.
Okay. Because she didn't want Cirilla to go to Nilfgaard.
Mm-hmm. And then he went back to Nilfgaard and took over. And then after that, history?
Yeah, okay.
So, yeah. That's the story, I guess. I was wondering about that. Because when I played this and then watched the show, I'm like, wait a second. What?
Yep.
Anyway.
Are you sure? Ciri left. Went far, far away.
Do you believe I drag you here in the middle of a war to discuss a rumor?
I think anyone can be wrong, even an emperor.
I had forgotten how insolent you can be. I haven't the time to convince you, nor the desire, in fact. Yennefer will do that after the audience.
How many men in your army? 20,000? 30? So why me?
You know why. Because she trusts you.
She trusts me, yes. So tell me why you're looking for her. Doubt it's about making up for all those lost years.
For reasons of state, as always. Enough of this banter. You will agree regardless. If for no other reason than because I shall pay you. More than you customarily receive for a contract. Considerably more.
I need information, not motivation. Ciri leaves few tracks. She'll be hard to find.
My corps of spies will help you. Count on them and my army, should the need arise. Yennefer will tell you the rest. This audience is finished. Mererid! Take him to the sorceress.
Follow me, if the gentleman pleases. Please keep close. There are many honorable guests in the palace, whom the gentleman
disgusts.
Need not bother.
Calm yourself.
Let's see how many more books I just absorbed. Maybe we're getting too far away. There's too
Anyone
much.
that you recognize?
No.
Just some nobles hanging out
This-
in the court.
This is pretty much the last major plot thing I remember doing. Wait, no, I played as Ciri for a bit, so I guess I got further than this. Hey, royal lineages of the north.
Yara, we will cross the Pontar as well.
I do wish for environmental dialogue like this, the characters were much quieter, unless you were right next to them.
Once the gentleman is done, he should see me to retrieve his possessions.
Happened yet? Yes? Then transcribe.
Oh, sweet,
The
full
true
library.
authority in Novigrad is not the city council
And
or
it's
the merchants
all
guild,
mine.
but the church.
Let's just
A
take
lot
a
of-
quick... Oh, I want to take a quick peek at my inventory and see
Criminal
just how much stuff I've...
Wait,
At
who's
times
the
it is
ambassador?
difficult to tell the one from the other. They both display a similar ruthlessness and cynicism that...
Please wait, Your Excellency. I'm falling behind.
You know what? I'll write the report myself. You'll need only prepare a clean draft. In triplicate.
Very mean. Directly out of Nordling tales. Inconceivable.
So no, not anybody I can talk to.
Geralt, that tunic. You look positively smashing.
Ugh, dying to take it off.
I'd consider that a proposition under different circumstances. One I might even take you up on. But we've matters to attend to. Now do you understand why I'm at Emir's court?
And seems we're in the same boat now. Ciri, she's really back? No chance he's mistaken?
Look, that's more or less what she looks like now. Or so our agents claim. Our little witch has grown into a young lady.
How about that? She's grown up?
It's been years since you trained together at Kaer Morhen. A great deal has changed.
You haven't? Not a bit?
I missed those awkward compliments of yours. But let's focus on Ciri, all right?
Right. Emir said the Wild Hunt's after her. I'd find that hard to believe before what happened yesterday. How did they track us down?
Because of me. You see, I've spent months searching for Ciri, using locating spells, haruspicy, geomancy, anything, really. I knew the Wild Hunt might sense it, perhaps even find me, but I thought I'd tricked them.
Well, guess you were wrong.
I've sensed them on my trail, hunting me, for some time. If not for you and Emir's soldiers, they'd have gotten what they were after. I can't risk another encounter like that. It's time to put away the magic, turn to more traditional methods. To the best tracker I know. You must find her, Geralt. Before the Wild Hunt does.
So, if the Wild Hunt is well versed in magic, and what are they?
I think they're like magical undead. That
Were they from an old time? Or
remember
period,
how
or old mages?
remember
or-
how at some point in this they're talking about a convergence between worlds?
Right. And that
I think they're from the other side. I could be wrong.
But what are they hunting for specifically?
Mm.
People with great magic, or
They're apparently ancient elves.
ancient?
The ANCD. Huh.
And what would they want with someone like Ciri?
We're slaves who are trying to purge magic? Huh. Oh well.
Oh, that would make sense, trying to purge magic from the world. Is it because magic spits in the face of nature, or
Or
is
it's
it,
the only thing that threatens them,
or is it the only way that, or maybe it's one of those interesting things where magic draws on the other world, and if
Well,
you,
one way or another, a lot of these people actually know the answer, and we just want to speculate. So don't give us too much.
yeah, we just want to speculate about them until we find out what they actually are. But yeah, so yeah, if they dislike magic, it could be one of those instances where humans learned how to harness magic, but it draws on their world or something interesting. That I always found to be a good motivation for the bizarre creatures from the other side. If you want to make them sympathetic, then you have it that they're not actually the ones that are... their methods and means of trying to stop the situation is brutal. But that's the only way that they might know, or they can't negotiate.
I mean, my
with...
assumption is they've got skull helmets. They're probably not good people.
No, that's true.
No one good puts a skull on their helmet. Except for maybe a meal, but like, even then.
The Wild Hunt. What could it want from Ciri?
I've no clue, Geralt. Might have written them to ask, but I don't have their address. I know as much as you do. It must be about her blood. Her gift. As for what the Hunt wishes to do with that gift, I'd prefer not to think about it, really.
Ooh. So, if I recall, the gift had also belonged to her mother, and then not Calanthe, but Calanthe's mother.
Mm-hmm.
So it might be something passed down. Maybe they're distantly elven. And maybe not just normal
Well, we definitely
elves,
heard the
but
name the Elder Blood.
The Elder Blood.
Or something like that.
So it could be that she is a great descendant of these evil elves?
Or something else entirely.
Yeah, who knows? Maybe they have a beef with people that have the Elder Blood, or it was a race that was long eradicated and they want to finish the job.
Or it's just a rare and useful bloodline.
Mm-hmm.
So where's Ciri been seen exactly?
In 2 places. Velen and Novigrad. The trail in Velen is most promising. You should make that your first stop. Ask for a merchant named Hendrik at the inn at the crossroads. One of the Emperor's agents. He should get in touch with you.
That's it? No passwords? Secret handshakes?
None. Sorry to spoil your fun. Your boyhood fantasies about the crafts of the trade. All we have in Novigrad are unconfirmed reports, rumors. But there you will have the help of our mutual acquaintance. Triss Merigold. Apparently she's got a cozy flat on the main square.
Sure she'll be delighted to see me. What about you? What will you do?
I shall sail for Skellige. There was a magic explosion there recently, blew half a forest down. I believe this had something to do with Ciri. I'll be in Caer Trold. Join me there once you've learned something.
One thing before we go. Why didn't you contact me? Didn't need me? Didn't even want to see me?
I didn't want to spoil things. I'd heard you and Triss made a great couple.
Ew, no.
Yeah, I'd lost my memory.
Really?
Oh.
That's your excuse? Let's drop it, all right? It's not what you think, or it helped me understand how much I love you. I don't wish to hear it. Any of it.
Wait a minute. So he got amnesia, and Triss took advantage of that?
I don't think she took advantage of it necessarily.
Well, because in the books it seems to be that she knew Geralt before and about him and Yennefer, maybe not.
I don't think so, but he lost his memory for Witcher 1? Oh, she totally did. Even said it herself. Well then.
Ah, I knew it. Wait, so Triss did take advantage of the fact that he had lost his memory.
Guess so.
That's... Well, in any case, poor Yennefer in that case. But... Interesting.
Guess this means we need to split up again. Not my preference, but I understand. Clock's ticking.
It is indeed. So why don't I teleport you to Velen, get you there at once?
Not gonna happen. I'll go on horseback, as soon as I can get changed.
Have it your way? Oh, and you really look quite dashing in black velvet.
Think so? Maybe I can have some of my armor lined with it. Good luck, Yen.
Same to you. And if you wish to learn what's happened in the world while you and Vesemir roamed the wilderness, talk to Ambassador Varatra. That's him over there. And Geralt, I know it's wartime, but try not to be a hero, all right? Just check those leads and come back to me, in one piece. I shall be waiting.
No.
Huh.
What's up?
Oh.
Were you just reading more? Whoa. Neat.
Dang. How rad would that have been if I, like, just jumped in after?
Oh, hey, what's that diagram on the table? Or, oh, that's the pictures of Siri?
Yep. And that's the map.
Oh, wait, no, that. Oh, no, you can extinguish
Candle.
something. Never mind.
Begone, flames! Okay. I'm gonna let you talk to the ambassador. I need to, like, stretch out a little bit because I apparently
Or I
pulled a
can
muscle.
read lore.
Well, this guy is lore.
Oh, I just
Ambassador Varatra, Yennefer suggested I ask you about current events, the war and so on.
Of course. The Emperor's servants should keep no secrets from each other. If you will, let us approach the map.
This guy is concentrated lore for you. So I'm gonna stretch out for a bit. Yeah, see, that's a fair bit, and maybe you can read a book or two.
Well, what's the latest from... Is it Skellige? Is that what... Or Skellig...
Skellige.
Skellige? Okay, because that's what... Now, the interesting thing is I remember from the show that it was... Calanthe remarried that one guy who was from Skellige, but it was a storm made by the Nilfgaardian sorceress, Frigella, I think her name was, that downed all of their ships, because they're like a seafaring nation. So I'll ask about them.
What's new in Skellige?
Nothing. The islanders pride themselves on that, don't they? Doing everything according to tradition, as their forefathers did. And like their forefathers, they quarrel with each other, pillage, occasionally attack our transports. This is cumbersome, but nothing more. Skellige has always been a footnote to history, and so it shall remain.
Sound awfully confident. What if King Bran manages to unite the Jarls? Lead all the clans against your fleet?
King Bran is a feeble old man. From what I know, he barely remembers the names of his own vassals. Uniting all might prove difficult.
Interesting. Jarls. Didn't take them to have a more Scandinavian origin, but... Huh. Yeah, what's Novigrad?
Any news from Novigrad? Is the free city still free?
Yes, although everyone knows this won't last. Radovid is in Oxenfurt, and the Emperor is here in Vizima, at Novigrad's doorstep both. And both require coin and ships. Novigrad can provide these. Which is why the mood in the city is rather, well, on edge.
Meaning?
How do men deal with fear? They seek reassurance and scapegoats. The Church of the Eternal Fire understands this perfectly, and so it promises to improve the lives of its flock by pointing out the guilty. Who started the war? Who profits from it? Why, it's obvious. Mages, elves, dwarves, in a word, any and all deviants. I've been stationed in Novigrad for 13 years. First as a consul, then as ambassador. I've seen a great deal. Cruelty, cynicism, greed. But what is happening there now concerns me greatly.
So they're blaming all the ills on the elves and the dwarves and the mages. I mean, if you think about it, in most societies in fiction that I've ever read, people that are of magical origin or have access to magic, they're either placed on a pedestal and everyone wants to be them, or if it's a situation where you can't be trained in the art and you have to have some innate ability or you can only inherit it by blood or something, then people perceive you with fear and scorn and such because it's something that they could never have. And, I mean, quite frankly, one who has access to magic would be definitely an advantage over the normal populace. Alright, so what about Glenn?
How do things look in Velen?
As bad as ever, perhaps worse. This land never flowed with milk and honey, and now it flows with blood. Armies have swept through it several times, trampling fields, looting granaries, burning villages. Famine grips the populace.
So how's ruling that earthly paradise going for you?
Not well, to be honest. Our forces are spread thin as it is, and Velen is chiefly swampy forests that are difficult to control. We've had several patrols never return to their camps. Thus, we've temporarily delegated authority in this region to a certain Nordling, a former low-ranking officer in the Temerian army, one Philip Strenger, better known by his nom de guerre, the Bloody Baron. I advise you well. Avoid him.
They put some baron in charge of those lands?
How's the war going? I mean, apart from the fact that Nilfgaard's triumph is imminent.
I assume this to be a private conversation. We've no witnesses, so let's dispense with the propaganda, even that shrouded in irony. Our offensive was going splendidly until winter came. Edirn was in such disarray that we encountered no resistance. We had reached the Pontar before the first snows. Only a weakened Kedwin remained, and Radovid's Redania, which had ignored the rest of the North's pleas for help. We thought they'd sue for peace, perhaps even submit to vassalization. We waited for spring, certain of victory.
Radovid? Submit?
Yes, a vain hope, I agree. Radovid sent no peace envoys, nor did he advance on our positions. Instead, he trudged over the snow-bound Kestrel Mountains and attacked Kedwin, his ally. This attack took the Kedweni by surprise. They were still mourning the loss of their king. Rudderless and dejected, they laid down their arms after a few lost skirmishes and joined Radovid. And so by spring, instead of 2 weak enemies, we had only one powerful one.
Who's Kovir?
What about Kavir?
Kavir values its neutrality, enough not to lend its armies, or more importantly, even its coin to either side. Returning to the war, this spring there was a massive battle in the marshes of Velen. Massive, yet indecisive. Both sides suffered enormous losses, unprecedented even. Radovid has retreated across the Pontar. He's safe for now, until reinforcements arrive from the south. Then Emperor Emir var Emrys will deal with him once and for all.
Couldn't you just go home? Save everyone a lot of marching, not to mention a few human lives.
I'm afraid the stakes are too high to fold now. We can only go all in.
That's interesting. So I can only assume that the fallen king is Foltest.
Yeah.
And there are 2 other kings on the board, Radovid and I forgot the guy that was over. There was like Aedirn. Wait, I thought the king in Aedirn had fallen or something. Nah. Let's see.
Thanks for your help.
Think nothing of it. May the great sun light your path.
He glitched out a little there. Maybe at the end I'll have you read some books. The
That's
books
okay.
are long, though.
Assume if they're interesting stories, they would be.
I mean, we can kind of take a look.
Oh,
There's so many of them.
the problem is
These are quest books. These are the books.
Oh, sword for witches and stuff.
There might be more than this. Huh.
I don't see many of the books that. Oh, no, I don't see all those books you picked up. Unless it's under lore.
Well, there's characters. Books, alchemy, roadmap, lore. Oh. I have no idea. Because we only have 3 functional books.
I thought there was something about histories in the Lords of the North.
Oh,
and-
maybe I just need my full inventory back.
Oh.
How might I serve the gentleman?
By returning my things.
Yep.
Man, it's like, where did you get all this stuff?
Citrus and cloves. The fragrance will keep the gentleman's robes fresh somewhat longer.
Thanks, bunches.
The Emperor is not known for his patience. He wants his daughter back safe and sound, as soon as possible.
Yeah, mentioned something of the sort. So long.
How does the Emperor know that his daughter won't kill him on the spot for having pushed her mother off the side of a boat?
Unsure. Side quests.